Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another one of my videos and welcome to Wise Vlog number 3. We're starting up week 3 and wrapping up week 2 today.
Cleaned up cooking.
So for this week's blog post, I talked about this theme of juggling it all. Basically answering the question of how do I manage work, school, my internship, Wise, doing all this stuff. It's a lot and it constantly is a lot. But for me, it's something I thrive on. My motivation is my key to success for me. It's how I continuously do things and feel self-achievement. But the prompt that I answered was something way more than just writing a blog. It created a lot of self-reflection for me that I probably would have never had if I hadn't to do a blog post about it. I reflected on myself and my routines, what I've achieved personally, and what I need to work on better in the future. So when it comes to Wise, priorities are definitely set at the beginning of the year, especially moving into the second semester, knowing that you have to tweet 2 times a week by Tuesday, and then you have to have your blog post done by Wednesday, and then on top of that, get your 3 hours. And I'm fortunate enough to have an internship where all of that stuff is kind of set into place, and all I have to do is follow it. So with Wise, I feel like it gives you that opportunity to explore a lot, but also you have those core values, responsibilities that will help guide you further. So priorities for Wise have been great. Doing them on time, doing it like a regular homework assignment every week. Okay, let's talk about the internship. What did I do this week? It was a really great time at my internship today. I thoroughly enjoyed what was going on. I think everyone's getting a little more comfortable in the environment, feeling a little bit better, and for that, it's a more organic content for me to work with. Not as many people are as uncomfortable in front of the camera as I thought they would be, which is something great, especially for the person who's behind the camera. I definitely respect that. Alongside my internship and getting my 3 hours on my timesheet all set and squared and done with, I wanted to explore more into Canva and the graphic design elements that I have recently been taking a really big interest in. Ever since I was introduced to Canva, which is a design software that gives you templates for letters, presentations, flyers, all these different things, I was really into helping things being created, the graphic, the font type, the font color, all this stuff I became really interested in. So I created a presentation for all of you fellow Wise students on how to improve your Canva presentation. I've adapted a lot of skills and routines because I've played so much with it. I know what's right, I know what's wrong, and I know what looks good and I know what doesn't. So I decided to take all my advice and put it into one place in an amazing presentation. This whole presentation is also my blog post as well, and it will be linked down below. So all of this will be right at your fingertips if you so choose to look at it. Also, I decided to talk a little bit about the Oscars. It was something that I was really excited about, especially being in this filmmaking journey and all this different stuff, and I really appreciate a night for filmmaking, a night for storytelling. I referenced this and I started laughing when there was an obvious concern for the lack of diversity within the Oscars. Then there's a lot of backlash for it as well. Female representation, Latino representation, Native American representation. There's a lot of different things that are lacking in the Oscars, and I talked about this in my ideology project, how the lack of women in film is way beyond just what it means to be a woman in film. It's beyond what it means to just be a person who wants to tell a story, and I think that's the root of the problem, and I think the comments and the jokes made about it is really helping kind of everyone sense what's really going on, because it is a very white, male-dominated industry. So that was something that was great to see on live television. And to wrap it all up, I decided to incorporate a new segment into these vlogs and into the blog posts that I have been posting. I found this awesome book over the weekend, and I think it would be a great little segment that I can create and put for you guys out here for everyone to have. This book is called Self-Care for College Students, and every single week I'll talk about something I've read, I think is really important, I think is really cool. For the first couple of pages I read, a super quick read, really easy, but it was interesting. The author talks about 5 different types of self-care and how they're all important, what they all mean, and how they can all help you. And then the author put it into a context as if you were a college student. If you guys want more detail on what all these different things mean and you feel like you want to explore all this self-care stuff, please take a look at my blog post. All of this stuff is in it. I made a cute little infographic and all this different stuff to help you visually put it all together. And yeah, it was great. So with this book in mind and all these different things moving on, I'd like to wrap up this vlog. I hope everyone is doing hopefully just as well as I am this week. Let's get it in week 3.